Hello, welcome back to the Blissful Heart channel. I am Desiree Lee, here to give you your weekly Bliss Fix, specifically for twin flames for the week of November 7th to November 13th. Hi, sorry I am late. That energy upgrade that we got Friday night and Saturday, I couldn't even, Spirit told me not to do any recordings on Saturday, which is when I normally record. And so I had to, I guess, wait to finish acclimating to the new upgrades. And there were several different messages I wanted to give you at that time, so I feel much more centered and clear today. So I want to thank all of my subscribers. I just want you all to know how important you are to me and how special it is that we have this community. And I'm really, really grateful for each of you. So thank you so much for subscribing and supporting me. When you subscribe, you help amplify my energy so that our readings come through nice and clear. The other thing I wanted to mention is I'm going to be offering a 10% discount on all of my readings starting November 11th. So November 11th to the 24th, if you want to get 10% off any of my readings, you can. And I will have the discount code in the description box. Yes, I will have the discount code in the description box below. Yeah, even though my readings look general, I can do twin flame readings, I can do soul block removal, I can do just guidance, life guidance readings, and anything that you have questions about, I can work on with you. Okay, so feel free to email me with questions of what you're looking for, and I can let you know if I can answer that for you. And then I forgot to do a contest last week. I was so out of my head last week. So Instagram contest this week, it's going to be hashtag blissful heart, hashtag blissfix, and then hashtag light devotion. Right? So this is about our devotional work to the light, to the love. This is about our mission work, right? And the original hit that I got from Spirit yesterday was that this reading was going to be all about the mission. And I have had to redesign the layout of the cards again, because guess what? We had spiritual union, we had emotional union, and we got our mental union on Wednesday the 2nd. I did. So if you didn't on the 2nd, you might have done it before. Like I got a lot of people last week, they were saying they were getting stuff that I got before me. So, some of you might be slightly ahead of me, some of you might be slightly behind me, but I got my mental unity with my twin on Wednesday the 2nd. And that's why we were so freaking crazy. So yeah, the free 20-minute reading on Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram, I'm sorry. That's the only way to win is by playing on Instagram. And we got some new decks I'm going to bust out here. I have like 6 decks on the table right now. But I'm going to be using a numerology guidance card, which I have to use the book for because it's not really psychically interpreted, so that's going to be our initiatory overall card, and then I'm going to use one of the Rumi Oracle cards, this Alana Fairchild deck. Now she designs the Journey of Love cards, and yeah, in that book there's also some really beautiful descriptions of the cards, and I do just use psychic interpretation on those Journey of Love cards. But the Rumi Oracle one I'm going to read because first of all I love Rumi. Second of all, what she writes is phenomenal and powerful, and so that's going to be our outcome card today. I'm excited to see what's going on. One of the things that Spirit's very clear about is that we are no longer divine masculine and divine feminine, which makes so much sense as to why I started calling us Spiritual Warrior 1 and Spiritual Warrior 2 several weeks ago. So I'm cutting that out. I'm not going to use that. I might slip, but I don't intend to, because we are united, okay? The male, female, it's a wash, all right? We're united, we're finding balance, and our energies are pretty much mirror to mirror, same. I am going to give us just a little treat of looking at their current energy and our current energy, but then in terms of emotional, mental, anyway, you'll see how it rolls out. But it's important for us in the Spiritual Warrior 2 space to really focus on our mission work, focus on our self-healing, and act as if our twin is never coming. Like, I know that sounds really scary, okay? And trust me, I've definitely had some mental struggles with it myself. But in terms of surrender, that is what we need to do. Surrender all possible outcomes, okay? You cannot get yourself tied up in a knot about when, how. Like, it's gonna prevent your union, straight up, okay? Like, It's okay to visit there, right? This is what I always say, like, you're human, all right? Spirit knows that you're human. We are imperfect. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to get pissed off. It's okay to get angry. It's okay to be sad, okay? It's okay. Don't hate yourself for doing it, because I've been doing it and it's made so much sense. We're on the waves, right? This is some human emotions of waves and energy, and we let it flow through us. We cry when we need to cry. We get mad when we need to get mad, and we honor that. And that's how it's released. You've got to like process it, okay? But what I'm feeling is that especially a lot of people that are on this journey that aren't doing or haven't been, I mean, some people, this is like their first wake-up call to all this, and they haven't done any kind of meditational work, any kind of yoga, any kind of self-development work, any kind of law of attraction work, you know. I mean, I understand like you're in a space of total confusion, and you know, the mind is going to play tricks on you, okay? And we do have to practice discipline of the mind. Notice a difference. Mind, mostly in the brain, right? Mind is not the brain, okay? But the mind and the heart. We are being called to drop into our heart this week. We are being called to feel. And it's okay if it's not love all the time. It's okay if it's not love all the time, but you do want to come back to love, right? You always want to come back there. But man, oh man, I have not been able to resist crying or being mad. It's just, I'm like, I don't know what this is, but okay, I'm letting it out. I'm screaming, I'm crying, whatever. I'm throwing myself on the ground and sobbing. I don't care. I'm letting it out because it can't stay in me anymore. And it's a matter of like pushing that karma out and getting it out of our body. And, you know, we are being elevated. We have been elevated. I mean, that energetic upgrade on Friday, Saturday was tremendous. Like, this is huge, okay? We've got 11/11 coming up this week. I mean, I'm just getting chills. What is happening right now on the planet is unparalleled. We are in the most magical, mystical time. Like, I'm fairly certain, I know for certain, that my soul is like dancing. Like, this is the most amazing time to be alive. Whether you're a twin flame or not, this is amazing. We are blessed. This is freaking crazy good, okay? And I know it doesn't feel like that all the time, but it is. It's such a blessing and a gift, and we are loved unconditionally, okay? I don't know, I just feel like talking. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So we have a numerology guidance card for the Twin Flames, a unity guidance card for the Twin Flames for the week of November 7th to November 13th. What is our numerology card for the week? Physical activity. Amazing. I'm signing up for a 6-week, like, hot for the holidays body challenge with high intensity interval training. And I've been telling everybody from the beginning of time, I've been telling everybody for a very long time, like, exercise is king. You feel like crap, go exercise. Go meditate and then exercise, right? Endorphins, like, there is a physical thing that happens in your body when you exercise. You get nice endorphin rush, it makes you feel good, and then, like, not only does it make you feel good because of hormones, but then you feel good about yourself because you did something to improve your body and improve your life. Like, feeling fit is a great feeling. And if you've never, like, even tried to do some kind of exercise program, I highly recommend those group activities like Orange Theory Fitness, or, you know, anything that has like a little bit of a challenge and a little bit of a community. They're very motivating, okay? So this does not surprise me that this is coming up, because this is going to really help clear your head too, okay? So maybe you can't sit still and meditate, but maybe you're a runner, you know, maybe you can do something physical to help get your heart rate up and release those endorphins. I am going to check the book out because, like I said, it's card number 67. A need for exercise to reduce stress hormones and feel good. Well, I guess I don't need to read the book. You know why? Now, this is interesting because you attract what you feel. And when you consistently feel good, you invite blessings into your life. Heck yeah. Exactly. That goes into law of attraction work, right? So, physical activity can better your life in a variety of ways. It can enhance your physical and psychological well-being and reduce the risk of obesity and other conditions. When it comes to manifestation, exercise increases the energy flow throughout your body, which helps release toxins and negative emotions. This in turn raises your overall vibration and enhances your connection to source. Who doesn't want that? The affirmation is, I exercise my body and improve my quality of life. Wow. I'm actually going to be signing up for that. I'm going to be signing up for that 6-week program this week. Okay, so now we're looking at angel cards. And we're looking at an angel card for Spiritual Warrior 1 for the week of November 7th to November 13th. What is an angel card? Saint Germain, karma releasing. I think this is like the 4th time in a row that this card has shown up for Spiritual Warrior 1 for me in my own private reads, because I do them several times. So move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for energy. This is something that came through in my energy read too. Like karma is like literally leaving our body. Like I see them as like little threads of memories just I've been getting this, and like the memories are old and all over the place. None of them seem too important, and they come and go so quickly that I'm not even able to process them. I mean, Spirit is just clearing the karma for the divine, for Spiritual Warrior 1. And then for Spiritual Warrior 2, what is the angel card for Spiritual Warrior 2? Rade, soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. Beautiful, you guys. This just gives me chills. It makes me so happy. Rade and Krishna in the Hindu are like twin flames. Yeah. So this is the divine feminine twin flame. And it's just representative of that feminine energy. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards for the current energy of Spiritual Warrior 1. Spiritual Warrior 1, what is the current energy for the week of November 7th to the 13th for Spiritual Warrior 1? Ooh, I just love it when they jump out. Okay, so we have card 5, win or lose, and card 1, clarity of belief, with the heart being sent out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So that is the mind space, right? And what I'm seeing, right, we have the karma releasing. We have them in a space of like feeling kind of like pinned against a wall, like you have to make a decision, and then just going for the heart. Like, I just believe in this. I don't understand it. It's crazy, but I just believe in it. And then for Spiritual Warrior 2, what is the current energy for Spiritual Warrior 2? Ooh, 2 cards for Spiritual Warrior 2 as well. Well, look at this. We've got the sacral chakra back in the Spiritual Warrior 2 slot. That's divine feminine energy. And then manifest. Wow. Yeah. See, and this is what I think is that dipping of the back and forth. And those are cards 1 and 2, by the way. The dipping of the feminine, the masculine energy was going like this, and I feel like it's just leveling out. And so I feel like when it dipped, right, we got some of that. We got quite a bit of masculine energy this last week, which was why there was also all sorts of mental conflict going on. Then the feminine energy is balancing us back out, and we're able to like take all this power and manifest. Okay, so those are the only separates. Now we're going into union, yeah, because emotionally we're united. So what is the emotional union card for the twin flames? Emotional card for twin flames, November 7th to November 13th. Ooh, they're just so excited today, these cards. Look at strengthening bonds, you guys. I think I might just cry. Okay, so emotionally we're strengthening bonds. I'm also going to pull oracle cards for these, for the union cards. Okay, so mental union card for twin flames, November 7th to the 13th. Mental union card. Ooh, rest and reconsider. That makes a lot of sense because we've been in this space of chaos in the mind, and I feel like mentally we're just both exhausted. This is a very exhausting last week. Well, this whole journey is just insane. It's ridiculous. It's a story. It's an adventure. I was just like, you know, I really wouldn't want anything else. Like, I don't think I could have ever fantasized about my life being this crazy and this amazing, this unbelievable, this fantastical. It's just beautiful. Okay, so let's look at the union action card for Twin Flames, November 7th to the 13th. What is their action union card? Oop, you got 2 cards. Oh, well, one's a chakra card. I always see the chakra cards as supportive. Divine, 7th chakra, crown. This is our connection with source, okay? Card number 7, and the master card. This card is being so persistent. This is the devil card, but you know, what I've been getting from this card is that it's more of like a mastery of the heart. And again, I don't like to use that word mastery, but I see it as like really kind of looking at what's blocking in the heart and just like trying to release it. And so I'm feeling that I'm supposed to show this card too, because it was on the bottom of the deck, Blossom, which came up in the action space for Spiritual Warrior 1 last week, and Spirit's wanting to place it in the union space. And I think that Spirit wanted to do that to give us a little hope, because even though I don't see the Master card as being incredibly negative, it does kind of have some heavy undertones. And so that Blossom card is out there to show us, do not fear. There are things being created and crafted. Okay, so now we're coming to the Journey of Love cards. They're going to be our supporting oracle cards in the union space only, yeah? So what is the unity of the emotional twin flame energy November 7th to the 13th? Stop it. It's my favorite card. This card has become my card of union. It's supporting the strengthening bonds in the emotional space. Like, because I'm seeing, like, it's so interesting, I'm seeing the heart as being the leader. I'm talking so much today. I'm just going to keep talking. The heart is the leader. This is the emotional space. We're coming together. I mean, honestly, my first hit is like open communication. And I know for a lot of twins, that's like a huge relief, because a lot of us are in a little space, a cone of silence right now. What is the unity card for the mental space, Twin Flames, November 7th to the 13th? Towering magnificence. So much support, so much love. I'm just seeing us really being healed mentally. And then as the unity action card, we have the void. This is about surrender. Like every time I pull this, I'm like, surrender. Surrender into what looks like nothing, right? That means like let go of your expectations. Just fall into like a free fall, right? And that is where we will be supported. And that is in the action space. Okay, so then our outcome card from the Rumi Oracle from Alana Fairchild. Now again, I'm going to bust out the book for these ones because I literally just got them yesterday. So I haven't even had a chance to really work with them. And, ooh. So beautiful. Card 40, Blessings of Al-Hakim. No idea, you guys. But I will be reading the book for that one, okay? So I'm going to sit with the deck. So I'm going to sit with the spread, and then I will be back. Okay, so I sat with the cards. And, you know, I mean, we've been talking about November 11th. I haven't really addressed that yet. And I do see a communication union. That's what I see for our union. And I mean, I've been saying this for a long time. Like, physical union is on every single twin has a different timeline. And I have to tell you, people in the space of Spiritual Warrior 2, if you're still obsessing on when, like, you need to watch like the last 3 videos. Okay, because like, yes, I still fall into that space of when, but I immediately go, you know what, I don't even really care anymore. Like, it's gonna happen. And I'm not going to put any pressure on it, because guess what? Your twin feels that, okay? So when you're sitting there kind of like, when, it just pushes them away. It's such an impatient and nervous energy. It's so unattractive, so unappealing. You know, it's so much more appealing to just be in a space of living your life and being an independent, complete individual that has all of her shit together or his shit together. Like, it's a more appealing energy. And then it's also just in terms of like a human being, it's more attractive, right? Anyway, I had to put that out there. Okay, so let's take a look at this. First 3 cards here. We've got Karma Releasing for Spiritual Warrior 1. Beautiful. Moving beyond drama. Spiritual Warrior 1 has been through it this last week, more so than we have, in terms of, because we're aware, and we've been doing this for months, like Spiritual Warrior 1, these last 2 weeks have just, I feel like these last 2 weeks have been the most intense on their part. But this is great. This week is going to be a real sense of relief for both of us, really. That like karma is just all the stuff that is preventing the union is just starting to be cleared, okay? And then in the Spiritual Warrior 2 space, we've got that Rade Soul Flame. That is like us owning that energy. Again, it is divine feminine energy, okay? Like, again, we're not doing separate, but in terms of like, just look at it as like sensual, creative energy that's very powerful and subtle. Like, think of the moon, think of the flow of water, right? And soul flame. Like, I feel like it's suggesting that we are living as if we are the divine feminine in complete and total union with our twin. Like, we are existing as if it is happening, okay? Like they're by our side. And it's not in a space of obsessive, like, oh, he's there, or she's there, she's there. It's not so much like that. No, it's not like you're actually imagining them living in the house with you. You're imagining you as who you would be in that union, and you are being that person. You are already starting your mission work. You are already starting to do everything that you would envision doing when you got into physical union. Sad news is that the physical union might not come right away, but the good news is that you get to fulfill your life's purpose before that happens. And that is what you're supposed to do, okay? Like, do it. And you can get yourself there. You should get your head out of your ass, excuse me. But you can get your head clear by doing some physical activity. And I've seen that Spiritual Warrior 1 is going to be feeling inspired to do something to take care of themselves. Like, I've been getting that hit. Like, I mean, like I said, like this last week, I was like, what is time anyway? I'm usually a very active person. I mean, I do teach yoga all the time. But I also have my own exercise that has kind of fallen wayside since this twin flame journey started for me. I just haven't been able to be consistent. And so I went and I did an interval workout, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how great this makes me feel. Like, I felt like a superstar when I walked out of there. And I'm like, I am totally doing that challenge. So I just want to inspire you to like do something physically active that's really going to uplift you and help give you that strength, that bravery, that courage to move forward in your mission work and your destiny. Fulfill it, okay? And then when we look at the energy of the overall energy of Spiritual Warrior 1, they are like finally feeling like, I feel like they can see all of their options very clearly. Like, I feel like it's been a lot of noise. Just like, I mean, really, it's like we're doing the same thing. This is why I did all these unity cards instead today. But Spiritual Warrior 1 had all this noise, and couldn't even think, you know? And so as we move through this week, Spiritual Warrior 1's head is just starting to clear. And they're like, okay, wait, what am I so torn up about? Oh, I'm torn about choosing this or this. You know? And then I see like clarity, belief. I see that heart energy and just coming through. And I feel like this clarity, belief card has shown up for the divine, for Spiritual Warrior 1, or Spiritual Warrior 2, I'm sorry, several times. And now it's over here on Spiritual Warrior 1's side, and they've got that like swirl, that pink heart swirl, and then the green energy coming from the hand, because our arms and hands are extensions of our heart energy. And I just see Spiritual Warrior 1 like, I'm moving towards love because it feels good, and why wouldn't I want that? And then Spiritual Warrior 2 is like, I am feeling empowered. I've got my strength back. I think I got my life back. Oh my God. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to manifest. I am going to like create everything that I want in this life because I can. And this is definitely law of attraction type stuff, okay? When it comes to manifesting, law of attraction, it's everything. It really is. There's a few things about it that I can't get into because this video is probably incredibly long as it is, but we do want to monitor our thoughts. We do want to put positive intentions out there. We want to, again, act as if we're already in union. Like, I want you to feel whole and complete this week and forevermore. But, you are perfect right now. You are perfect. You are ready to go. Live your life. Stop waiting around, okay? Move forward. That is the biggest message Spirit has been giving me. Like, keep walking. Keep taking steps. I'm telling you that physical activity is going to change your life. Okay? So then, in the unity space for our emotional union, this is where I see communication. Okay? So that emotional strengthening of bonds through either text, phone calls, actual physical visitations for those of you that live near your twins, or maybe you do travel. There's no limit here. Okay, I do see actually, and I did get that, a potential reunion, not necessarily a permanent one where you're living together forever, but I do see a potential for some twins to come into physical contact this week. How glorious. But for some of us too, it's just like having communication, and that will be wonderful. I feel that Spiritual Warrior 1 knows that Spiritual Warrior 2 has all the answers. And I just see them like really having an epiphany, like so much clarity. And this coming together is my union card. It's like kind of what I've decided it is because it showed up in our union space twice. And we did have that mental union this last week. Okay, so card number 1, strengthening bonds, like new beginnings, strengthening bonds. 66, we're coming together. Mentally, we're exhausted. Mentally, both of us are like, oh my God, like, I'm so glad that's over. What was that? Especially for Spiritual Warrior 1, they're like, holy shit, what was that? For us, we were like, when is this going to end? Oh my God, I thought I was getting some rest. So yeah, I think mentally there's this space of like, I'm just going to take a step back for a minute. Okay. And I'm just going to like look. And then we have the Towering Magnificence supporting it. That Towering Magnificence card is just like, you are being lifted up. Like, Spirit is taking so much care of us, you guys. And, I too fall out of that space. Like, I'm totally human and I'm with you on this. And I got a hit today from Spirit that's like, you know what? Don't beat yourself up for being imperfect. Didn't you know that being human is to make mistakes? Didn't you know that being human is to experience an array of emotions? Today, I experienced at least 7 different emotions. and it was really beautiful. They would come in and wash over me, and I'd feel completely absorbed in them, and then they would just go away. And I'm like, it's like a cosmic wave, like it just washes through you. And now we're just getting skilled at knowing that it's going to end at some point. It is temporary, and it's just a moment, and honoring it. Yeah. But Towering Magnificence, I see as being like, really blown away by the beauty of life. I see a lot of like feeling just like really blessed, feeling that connection to the divine, because we are being pulled up into higher planes of consciousness. We are being elevated into higher energy frequencies. We are so blessed. We really, really are. And then in the action space, we've got Crown Chakra, Master, Blossom, and the Void. So I'm seeing like the crown chakra, this Towering Magnificence, the crown chakra is being opened up. We are definitely feeling more intuitive, more enlightened. We are definitely feeling a deeper connection to something greater than ourselves. And what comes with that is surrender, right? And that's what the Void card is. So in this space of the heart, right, where the blocks are being unchained, and for Spiritual Warrior 1, I'm seeing like they are fully aware of what is preventing them from moving forward in the union. And I see them really looking to Spirit for help. Okay. And guess what that means? This just came to me. Spirit's like, hello. Hello, Desiree. Spiritual Warrior 2 also has issues. Spiritual Warrior 2 also has fears in the union. Wow. What are they? Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some fear of like, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't happen? Do I really deserve this love? And I am hearing same. Both of us have that. And this goes all the way back to the beginning when we were just the divine feminine. Our fear of loneliness and that neediness. And this was something that I recognized before in myself, and why I got on a spiritual development journey. This is when I first was awakened by my twin 10 years ago. I subconsciously was choosing men that would never commit because I wanted to be able to blame them for not committing instead of taking responsibility for the fact that I was picking men that were unable to commit. So technically, I figured out that I was unable to commit. What a mind blow. And it was out of fear of it failing. It was out of fear of loving and losing. And so, wow, we are the same, aren't we? Because with a love so great, right? With a love so deep, with a love so pure, like that loss would be just devastating, right? And so it is about faith. We have to trust in God or the infinite creator so endlessly to know that that is never going to get taken away from us. And if it does, it's because there's something greater. And it's always, it could be so easy. Life book, trust and surrender. Boom, that's it. Trust in God, surrender everything. Surrender all possible outcomes, be present. Blossom. I see this week, this is a story, right? This is what's going to happen throughout the week as we move through. Potentially, we're blossoming on November 11th. You know, I did get a hit for the 10th too, which is Thursday, when I was doing like a day-to-day read, which I play with. The Tuesday looked good for communication, and there was something else about the 10th, or the 11th. But this week is definitely going to be pivotal. This is going to be the biggest break that we've seen in this union. I'm just really excited to see it. And again, I always get nervous about committing to that, but the spirit doesn't lie, right? There is going to be major changes this week. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the person that you that's married right now is going to get a divorce and marry you on Friday, right? We figured that part out already? Okay, so the void, it's like ending of a cycle, beginning of a cycle. There's like a pause. It's like in between songs, there's that silence, and that's the void. It's there's that moment of silence, and I'm getting chills everywhere. It's like we've completed a cycle. Whoa! And I'm just like, we've completed a cycle and we're moving into a new one. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, you guys. Okay. You guys, I didn't read this whole thing because I wanted to save some of it for the live recording, or the recorded message. But I took a peek because I was so curious. And it's like spot on, of course. They always are. All right, let's do this. Whoa, not that one. Here we go. The poem by Rumi. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Cleverness is opinion. Bewilderment is vision. Rumi. The gift of wisdom, the blessings of Al-Hakim, gurgles up from your heart. Her blessing is evoked by life, like the laughter of a babe, joyfully responding to the playful tickle of the mother's hand. Wisdom can make divine sense of anything, especially of that where logic is blinding. How I revere the blessing of Al-Hakim, of wisdom, for she is precious and welcome to me now and always, the dear friend who brings me peace. Before I go on, That is, both of these quotes, this card, moving out of the mind into the heart, out of the mind into the heart, into the heart, into the heart, okay? A blessing of divine wisdom of Alhakim is being ministered to your soul, watched over by Rumi himself. This is soul medicine. It is a spiritual gift of healing, prophecy, insight, and the capacity to surrender any impatient claim for what you cannot have yet. And the capacity to surrender any impatient claim for what you cannot have yet. As you receive this gift, this blessing, which happens at a soul level, your attitude towards life becomes more curious, open, still, and receptive. You no longer have to drive you no longer have to drive the unfoldment of your desires into form. You rest in assurance that your daily application and effort is enough, and so is your surrender. Mental anguish is soothed, and you are able to accept the unfathomable nature of divinity in its expression of itself as life. You become comfortable with the reality that the price of being closer to the divine is the giving up of your need to always understand. You become comfortable with the reality that the price of being closer to the divine is the giving up of your need to always understand. From this place of increasing stillness, great activity will flow. You shall become capable of being the surrendered vessel to the guiding divine hand, and truly great contributions to the human soul evolving can occur through you. So much will simply emerge, erupt, pulsate, and emanate out of you, and yet you will feel within as though you are doing nothing at all. Even while so much is happening through you, such holy paradox shall become your daily experience. How fantastic is that? You may feel unexpectedly, perhaps, that in some ways your vision for your life and purpose, your divine passion, is clearer than ever before, and in other ways completely unknown to you. A discovery yet to be made. That is as it should be. Wisdom bestows upon us the sane capacity to work with the opportunities that are right before us, to release situations and circumstances that have passed, and to allow the future to take its shape according to the inevitable timing of life itself. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. If you are uncertain about an issue in your life, be at peace. There is divine healing that can occur most readily in the unknowing, the void. Follow the sacred honoring ritual and know that it all is indeed well, beloved soul. Perhaps you are journeying very deep indeed, and your allegiance to your intellectual mind is softening in favor of allegiance to your heart knowing. Hold on. Right? Surrendering the mind to the heart. You may find yourself craving different company with different interests, or finding the world of opinions and debate rather less to your liking, and the worlds of creative expression more nurturing and nourishing to your essence. If this is the case, the oracle comes as confirmation to trust in the changes you feel within, in all ways, no matter how insignificant or dramatic they may seem. Know that they are seedlings of a new way that shall grow from one step into an entirely new and more sacred orientation in your life. You will not necessarily have any idea how that will happen or what it will look like. This matters not. The acorn becomes the oak because that is an innate destiny. It happens without any active participation apart from a willingness to grow through life. So it is with the precious blooming now happening within your soul to know less can bring the greatest gift and blessings to all, to be able to love and therefore live more freely. This oracle also comes with a special guidance to bring you peace. Look to the old ways, to the ancient wisdom teachings that run as one vein of life, giving love through all traditions. The old wisdoms teach of cycles of timing, of letting go to allow for new life to happen, and of the greater intelligence and scheme of life to which we must surrender if we are to ever know even a moment's peace. The fire in your belly is a beautiful aspect of you. Sacral chakra, by the way. Just let it be the breath that swirls around and through the heart that ignites it, not the passing, huffing and puffing of the impatient mind. For when the fire in the belly is fanned by the breath of the heart, you shall have peace and dynamic movement, restful stillness, and soul-inspired action all at once. You shall become one with the living, holy paradox, and the healing power of your love shall know no bounds. Mic drop. Wow. Okay, you guys. Wow. I am getting chills again. I am so excited for this week. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I know it's so stupid long and it's late, but it's such good news. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I hope you made it through to the end. If you want to play the Instagram challenge, make sure to do so. There's more information in the description box below. 10% discount for all readings coming up this week up until Thanksgiving. And I love you all so much. May you be blessed in love and light. Mwah.